Hey, good morning everyone. Saturday morning, the 1st of August, 2020. This morning's devotion has a look at two scripture verses, the first being Isaiah chapter 43 verse 1, which reads, "Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name. You are mine." And the next reading is Psalm chapter 27 verse 1, which reads, "The Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" To be unafraid is not easy, especially when we are caught in the middle of a frightening situation. We know that God is all-powerful and able to protect us, but it does not always help when we feel afraid. There can be a disconnect between knowledge and emotion. What changes this is not just knowing about the God who is with us, but actually knowing the God who loves us. God gives us simple and compelling reasons to trust Him in our fears. We belong to Him. He tells us that we have been redeemed and that we have been called. Because we are His and we are valued by Him, He will protect us. He has our best interests at heart. As we learn to know more about God and understand our connection with Him, the more we come to the realization of what it means to belong to Him. When we are surrounded by dangers, we can truly say, "Whom shall I fear?" Though Christians are to be liberated from the fear of death, men, and life in general, they should never lose their sense of awesomeness of God. Such awareness not only leads to true wisdom, but also provides direction for the child of God throughout life here on earth. Consider Moses, who was on Mount Sinai for 40 days. When he came down, his face shone with a brilliance that made the people scared. He, Moses, also knew fear and was afraid, but his relationship with God was of such a nature that he did not balk at fear. Imagine if you had that same relationship with God, one where your face shone with a radiance that comes only from being in God's presence. However, the mere thought of this would scare anybody, and most of us, other than being spectators behind thick sheet glass, think this is too much, so we like to keep God at a safe distance. We like a God who is there, much like an insurance policy, to cover damages in the event of an accident, someone to bail us out when we are in trouble. My friends, today, as we go forward, intentionally seek to know God more. Each morning, instead of groaning about the morning, think about one characteristic of God that brings you comfort. And as the day progresses, look for ways how God is comforting you in that manner. And so with that thought, my dear friends, I wish you a blessed weekend. And may the Lord be with you, may He protect you, may He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.